Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are talking about Cowboy Bebop once again with this article here, how Netflix's Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime and why that's a good thing, apparently. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime for the better with a more emotionally mature lead and updated material that reflects the modern times. What do you mean by reflecting the modern times? But before I get a little ahead of myself here, Netflix's live-action adaptation of the beloved series Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime for the better. Ever since the TV show's release in the late 90s, it has been considered one of the greatest anime series of all time, and one of the only instances where the English dub version is preferred to the Japanese. Cowboy Bebop follows a ragtag group of misfits aboard the Bebop who struggle to find work as bounty hunters. Cowboy Bebop has been praised for its complex yet likable characters, its mix of genres, its category-defying soundtrack, and its deep, thought-provoking themes. Netflix announced the live-action Cowboy Bebop show received skepticism. Netflix announced live-action Cowboy Bebop show received skepticism from fans who worried the series would suffer the same fate as many other live-action anime adaptations, which have been critical and financial failures. However, Cowboy Bebop has the chance to break this trend. Well, it did have the chance to break this trend before Daniella Pineda basically got onto Instagram and gave this bullshit of an apology for quote unquote not looking the part when she should have just let bygones be bygones. Let's be honest. It would have been a mistake to simply duplicate a series that many fans consider already perfect. Well, they're not wrong. Is that I don't think anybody wants it to be a one-for-one, shot-for-shot, remake of the anime. Maybe some fans do, but that is a very, very small minority. John Cho, the lead actor playing Spike Spiegel, said in an interview via Vulture that he only agreed to join the project after being reassured it would not be a shot-for-shot remake. Cho explained it was a recipe for encouraging unflattering comparisons. Viewers would fixate only on comparing this Cowboy Bebop to the original, and the Netflix series would fail before it even began. Again, I don't think John Cho is wrong in that assessment. If you're gonna do a shot-for-shot remake, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. Cho also admitted in the interview that he was initially insecure about his age difference. In the anime, Spike is 27 years old, while Cho is 49. Funny enough, I think that's why Keanu Reeves dropped out of the Cowboy Bebop movie, because he basically said, look, I'm getting to be like 46 or 47. I don't have much time left to where I can do this. One of many differences between Cowboy Bebop's adaptations. Yet Cho believes he can portray the character more successfully since he's older. He can better convey Spike's emotional depth, which, considering the show's themes about loneliness and confronting one's past, is arguably more important than sticking with the original character's age. Some of Cowboy Bebop's material has also been updated for modern times. Faye Valentine, Daniella Pineda, has a more practical outfit with clothes that actually enable Pineda to perform stunts while wearing them. Although some fans outrage over the change, it's a necessary adjustment when translating character designs from animation to live action. And that's what I said. I dedicated a whole video to that, and I even said this in the video. I understand changing the look, changing the costume to fit a live action if the original was not practical. But here's something I never proposed in that video. Do you know all that the showrunners needed to do was simply put Faye Valentine into a dress? If they had put Faye Valentine into a dress, that would have secured the essence of her character being more of a femme fatale, and it would have played to Cowboy Bebop's more noir elements, especially if you gave her the look of someone like a Veronica Lake, or an Ava Gardner, or a Sophia Loren. All these like very famous actresses that famously portrayed femme fatales. And it was one of my commenters on that initial video that pointed out to me that one of the writers gave an interview with Gizmodo right here. How Netflix's Cowboy Bebop captures the spirit and style of the original. I'm not going to read this word for word, but I am going to read one paragraph of it. I'm just trying to find where it is. Okay, here it goes. Other smaller changes are also being made in translation, as one would expect. For example, Faye's revealing costume from the anime has been toned down a bit for the Netflix costume design, because as Grillo-Marxuach, that's one of the writers, that's Javier Grillo-Marxuach, Marcock or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Put it, quote, "We need to have a real human being wearing that." And while the characters still smoke, okay, whatever. And then I recently found this tweet, I'm going to go ahead and put it up on screen right here, that basically gives off the vibe that he's only, like, bringing up the Faye Valentine costume controversy simply to piss people off. So if you were a fan of the original series and you were looking to start watching the Netflix anime, would you do so right now, knowing that you have one of the lead actors basically being this, passive aggressive dick about the whole controversy, and now you have one of the writers basically still stoking the flame. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys answer that question for yourselves. Another update concerns the minor character Grencia Elijah Guo Ekner, nicknamed Gren. See, I remembered him as Gren. In the original anime, Gren was a war veteran who took an experimental drug that increased their estrogen levels, causing them to grow breasts. Set in the year 2071, Cowboy Bebop was revolutionary in many ways, but a lot of the vocabulary that exists today for the LGBTQ community did not at the time it first aired. For the Netflix show, Gren's character has been reimagined as non-binary, whatever the fuck that means, and is portrayed by non-binary actor Mason Alexander Park. Again, whatever the fuck that term means, I don't care anymore. Regardless of the reasoning behind a change, some fans will only care that it is no longer perfectly accurate, as proven by reactions to Faye's outfit. Look, every single time there is ever a live-action adaptation or any adaptation of a beloved franchise, the first thing everybody is going to criticize is the frickin' costumes. So it's one of those things that they could, that there was an article that I reported on a few days ago, I think it was Cowboy Bebop's Faye Valentine backlash is absurd. And I did agree it was absurd, but not for the reasons that they gave. It's absurd that we're even talking about it, given the fact that fans have always complained about outfit changes. Perhaps they can be sated with the knowledge that the anime's original composer Yoko Kanno has returned, and the director Shinichiro Watanabe is a creative consultant for the series. Again, Shinichiro Watanabe, as a creative consultant, basically means fuck all, because the buck is ultimately going to stop with Netflix and the showrunner. So Shinichiro Watanabe is basically just there for marketing purposes. Their involvement with the live-action project shows that Netflix is committing to creating a series that is faithfully, thematically, and artistically to the original, even if some elements have been updated. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime, and that's a good thing. When Cowboy Bebop airs in fall 2021, the talented cast and crew will be introducing a beloved series to a whole new generation. Hopefully, regardless of whether viewers have seen the original anime, they will walk away from this adaptation pleased with the results. Well, they're not wrong that they're going to be introducing a beloved series to a whole new generation, because how many people are going to go back and watch the original anime as a result of this live-action series? So if there is a silver lining, at least the 1998 anime series, at least the 1998's Cowboy Bebop is going to get a lot more attention from people that otherwise probably never checked it out. And guys, that's pretty much all I've got for you. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I am terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.